Hi guys, Sarah at Craft Habit here again on Tuesday. We're doing our Tuesday tips a little bit late today, just because that's life. Sometimes things don't happen on time. But anyway, most of you will watch this not live, so here it is. It'll make a difference to you. It's Tuesday. We're in North Carolina. We just had a weekend storm that dropped a bunch of snow on us, but in true North Carolina fashion, most of it is melted by now, except for on a few streets that have lots of trees on them. We get the best kind of snow here. We get the kind of snow where everything shuts down, nobody goes anywhere, you can stay in your house and be cozy, hopefully don't lose power, and you don't have to shovel because in 2 days it's going to be melted and gone. I love this. I've lived in central Illinois, I've lived in Boston. Promise you we get the best snow. We might get some dirty sludge this time around because it's actually staying cold. Cold enough for some of the snow to like hang around, become sludge, but it usually doesn't happen. It's unusual for us to have snow in December, but we had it, and now it's melting away. Like I said, the best snow. So I know all the schools are still closed today. I'm sorry about that. You can come to Craft Habit. We've got crafts to do. Today I'm going to talk to you about scissors. And if you've watched any of these videos, you know I have a lot to say about scissors. I'm kind of obsessed. They're my favorite tool. They're good for everything. I might have a tattoo of a pair of scissors. You might get to know that. And I have many scissors in my collection. This is a small number of them, and I even wear scissors as jewelry. These are functional though. These are my tiny little airplane safe snips that I like to wear so I don't lose them. So today I'm going to talk about choosing the right scissors for the job that you are doing. There's so many kinds. There's fabric scissors, there's paper scissors, there's pinking shears, there's snips, there's even rotary cutters. They're not scissors, but they cut. I'm not going to do rotary cutter today. We're just talking about scissors. Important, always have your scissors sharp. There are lots of places you can get them sharpened. Not here yet, but maybe eventually. A lot of times a kitchenware store will have a knife sharpener either on site or who comes through frequently, so that's a good place to get scissors sharpened. They sell little things to sharpen scissors yourself, but I've never had a lot of luck with them, so I would say go professional. Always go professional. So anyway, once you have sharp scissors, the question is, which ones do I use? Do I use my long shears for a project? Do I use my tiny snips? And the answer is, choose your scissors depending on the size of what you are cutting. So if you're going to cut a big piece of paper or a big piece of fabric, you're cutting a large shape out of it, say you're cutting out a pattern piece for clothing or something kind of large just for a quilt, you're going to want to use long scissors. The reason for that is you're going to make long cuts, so you want to have the longest cutting blade. It's going to let you do a smooth cut all the way down. So obviously you can't cut the whole thing in one go, but the longer you can cut before you change, the smoother your cuts are going to be. So that's a good reason to use long scissors. If you're cutting something small, you want to cut a small shape, then you use short-bladed scissors. The important thing is that this cutting surface that you're using is sharp where you need it to be. So these scissors are great because the tip is very sharp. So these are my pom-pom scissors. They're for other things too, but for pom-poms they're great because when you're cutting a pom-pom yarn, you're cutting at the very tip of your scissors here. But here I'm just going to do a little bit of a fussy cut on this fabric. I'm going to cut these curves. And since I'm cutting small curves, I want a small blade. That just means that when I am turning my scissors to cut around this little scallopy rainbow shape, I don't have a big unwieldy blade to turn. I'm just turning a small blade around and around and around to get my cut. So, pretty easy to remember. Small length blades for small cutting projects, longer blades for longer projects. And of course, keep your fabric scissors and your paper scissors separate. You should have nice sharp scissors for both, but don't interchange them or you're going to be going to that knife sharpener a whole bunch of times. So, that's the end of this video almost. I just want to say, hey, come to Craft Habit this week. We're open. We still have a lot of our make and take projects available. You can come in and make gifts for people. We've got make and take earrings, bracelets, a really cool bangle made out of guitar strings. We've got some ornaments, some stars, some paper chandeliers. You're going to love it. Those things are available anytime that we're open hours. We're open 11 to 6. Tuesday through Saturday, 1 to 5 on Sunday. And that's it. We hope you'll come craft with us, check out our class offerings, and have a good last snow day. Hopefully everyone's back at school tomorrow, and I'll see you next week. Bye.